Hey everyone, welcome to Northern Soul, where I show you how to tape yourself on painful outward forearm rotation. So this is going to be a taping for people with usually if they have like a wrist injury and you're recovering from it. Sometimes outward rotation can be difficult. So that's and also for those of you that do a lot of like twisting motion, so like unscrewing like mechanics and people that do crafts and that sort of thing. That sort of tightness of the forearm and the outward rotation, that's tough to do. If you find it difficult or stiff, can lead to like carpal tunnel like symptoms. So this is one of those ones that might give you a bit of comfort and ease in management of taping. So I'm going to show you how to tape yourself. We're going to need 2 tapes, it's eye tapes, and pretty simple. So I'll show you how it's done. So typically you're going to be, just trying to get into the shot here. You're going to use one strip like this. I'm going to do a contrasting color so you can see the difference, because there's 2 tapes that will be near each other. So you're going to start the first tape just in the attachment point here of the flexors, so just behind the elbow joint right there, and then it's going to come across to the all the way to the ulnar bone across, so that's the opposite side over here, about halfway down the arm. So about that, we're going to be doing considerable stretch on both tapes, so you want to shorten that by a bit. So I'm going to say about here. Try not to cut my fingers off, because that'll be an interesting taping on its own. Now you're going to have a second one, and it's going to be about half. I'll give it a little extra. A little more is better than a little less usually. So I'm just going to cut that. So there's our 2 strips. I'm going to round off the ends. There we go, nice and easy. Gonna have some massive contrast. It's like freezing out here, so we're gonna add some sunshine in the form of colors. You can also do that. The colors don't actually mean anything based on tension or anything like that. Sometimes I get asked, what do the colors mean? They're just looking cool, that's about it. All right. So let's get started. So I'm just going to break off the end here, try to make sure I don't touch the adhesive with my fingers. You don't want to get any oils on it. That's the one thing tape hates, is oils. So right into the, I'm going to have my hand up right now and just attach with no stretch. Right about there. So you're going to have that anchor point. So I'm just going to press that in, make sure that's secure, just like that. And then once we get past the sort of crook or crease of the elbow, then we're going to add the stretch, but not until. So I've got about a 90-degree angle. So I just got to that past point. Then I'm going to pull some of the backing off here. That's usually how I do it. It's about the last inch or so. And then I'll grab that last inch and then I'll give it considerable stretch. So considerable stretch is like 50 to 70%. You don't have to get too carried away. I'd say about 50%. So I'm just going to pull and then I rotate the arm so that you can go across, and no stretch on the ends. So I'm just going to leave it like that, push it, and there's the anchoring. Got a bit of my skin there. There we go. Beautiful. So I'm just going to pat that down, make sure it's on there good and secure. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes before we get about almost full adhesion. If you're going to do any sort of working out where you're getting sweaty, or you're going to do swimming or something that gets it wet, give it about an hour. So here we go, we're going to do the second part now. Now the second part is going to be up right into the opposite side, so it's more the extensors of the forearm up here, and then it's going to come across. You're going to see it come across this way, the tape. So this one's considerable stretch as well. You can leave this on for up to 7 days if your tape will manage. Sometimes tape doesn't stick as long, in which case you can take it off, and usually when it's wet's the best time to do it. But rip off the tape and put a new one on. But up to 7 days, as long as it's not itchy or it starts to feel worse. That's the time when you want to take tape off at that point. So I'm just going to be up here, so just about there. No stretch onto the anchor point. So I just got it anchored right there. You can see it's still loose on this end. So from there, I'm going to rip off about to the last inch or so, and then I'm going to add substantial stretch. So I'm going to just go underneath. So usually I would just grab it from underneath like this, and then get ready to wrap around. So I'm going to give it this substantial stretch. Usually go like a beam like this, because if you pull it from this way, you kind of are pulling more from the middle. So I do it kind of from the side, so it's like a flat grab, like a pincer movement right there. And then you're going to pull directly across, once again bringing it to the ulna bone. So you can see just underneath like that. I could have made that a bit longer if I wanted to. And if we look at it, so I'm just going to flatten that out. Press it on there to make sure it's nice and secure. And I could feel just helping with the, it's almost like an assist on the rotation. There's almost like a extra ease to do that with your hand. And if I show you the whole arm, you can see they're side by side. So one's on the inside of the elbow, one's on the outside of that elbow. And if it goes right underneath, you can see they're kind of side by side and follow each other. So that one could have been, the yellow one could have been a bit longer. That's the second one that I cut. Or sorry, the orange one could have been a bit longer. So I can go across here. Usually you'd see it kind of just tucking out just a little bit over here, but that's fine. Close enough for government work, I guess. And that's how you tape for a painful or a stiff outward forearm rotation. If you found that helpful, give us a like, and tons of new videos coming all the time, so thanks for subscribing. Keep subscribing, there'll be new videos coming out on a regular basis. So thanks a lot, and see you guys later on the next Northern Soul video. Peace.